Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we have an LFM race I did last Thursday on stream. If you want to see the full race, you can click the link in the description for the full stream. It is timestamped, so you can quickly go to the qualifying and race sessions. Now, in this race, I've done a couple of LFM races last week. Thanks to the race I did on Wednesday, I just about qualified it for Split 1 as the last car in Split 1. So you can see in the bottom left, running the number 22 out of 22 cars in this session. This is the fastest qualifying lap, a quite messy lap, to be honest. Definitely wasn't that great in terms of the time, and unfortunately would not yield us anything on the grid. We would be starting dead last on the 11th row for this race coming up. But if you look in the bottom right hand corner, you will see there is rain in 30 minutes from this point in qualifying. Now the race session runs directly on from the qualifying session, so that does mean that the race will start in about 8 or 9 minutes after the qualifying session ends here, and then it will rain partway through this race. It leads to some fun, it leads to some carnage, so I hope you enjoy this race, as it was some great fun. Starting on the left hand side, which will be the outside, heading to turn 1 on the back row of the grid. Lamborghini behind actually started quite a far way back. Three wide out of turn 1. That's not risky at all. I think there was a bit of contact between the two McLarens. Oh, just getting collected by the Honda. Didn't know how it was going to be spinning. Only 2 seconds of damage from that. Ooh, just slightly tapping the Lambo. Have the McLaren trying to look back are inside. Getting round the McLaren and alongside the Lambo now. Lambo wanted to go side by side through the chicane. We held the outside, became the inside, and we'll take, I don't know what position this is exactly. Oh, just couldn't quite get the car slowed down before bunking the McLaren, up to 3.5 seconds of damage. The McLaren will get past us. Big send from the Lambo. They just about miss us. But we're up to 15th here on the opening lap. BMW off in the gravel will gift us a P14. McLaren getting on the grass again on the exit of the chicane. Goes defensive. This McLaren could definitely be going faster through these hairpins.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
McLaren in front getting really wide and into the grass. 30 minutes is going to be light rain plus. So it's still light rain, but it's heavier than the light rain we'll see in 10 minutes. Oh, I thought I was going into the back of the McLaren there for a moment. Light train should be starting in about 4-ish minutes.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
McLaren just about fending us off. McLaren's doing a good job of defending. And the cars behind are starting to close in. One car went off into the grass a little bit.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Big send into the double right-hander, and we get the move done. And now hopefully we can run away a little bit before the rain starts in a minute or two. And here's the rain. McLaren getting a poor run into that chicane.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Go for the dive bomb, and we just about pull it off.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And then the McLaren just drives into the back of us. Thank you very much. One BMW, couple of cars in the pits. 13 minutes left in the race. Now remember, it's still a 30-second tyre change. And it'll be about 18 seconds lost transiting through pit lane, so they have to make up about 45 seconds for it to be worth it. So we're up to P8 with all the pit stops. Halfway into the race now. One car's taking themselves out of contention by speeding in the pits and picking up a stop go 30. Both of us getting a big slide. BMW very respectful to leave us room there. We weren't really alongside, but we'd kind of committed to poking our nose in.
Clear on the left.
Is the BMW going for the pits? Yeah, more cars are going for the pits.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Car spun off. That'll be a free position up to P6 now. and there was maybe about 10 laps to go when the rain started. Oh, the McLaren in front makes a big mistake, is onto the grass, and we're going to get in front of them. That's P4. But we cannot afford to make any mistakes like what that McLaren made. Leader starts the final lap. Four seconds was the difference that last lap. A little bit of a twitch from the cars. They started braking on the painted tarmac, separating the track from the pit exit. But that means, yeah, the number 5, you can see them in the rear view screen. They're easily going to pass us this lap, which the 5 was a lot further in front of us when it started raining. Look at the 5 there. Just has so much more grip. Just gonna let them go so I can take a better line through this right-hander. Number 2, 3 seconds back. They're the next car in wet tires. But as I say, they should just be a little bit too far back. Look at the grip that the wet tires give through the chicane. 2 seconds now as we come into the final 2 corners. Leader has finished. The Aston closing up, but ultimately not going to be close enough. And that's going to be P5. Well, what a race that was. Holding on to P5 by just 7/10 of a second, making up 17 places in the end from where we started. It wasn't the most thrilling in terms of on-track battles, but the battle to keep the car on the road in those wet conditions, starting with slick tyres, was the big challenge. That's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this and you want to watch more, I'm going to be streaming more ACC races over this week, Wednesday and Thursday, including more LFM races. So make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with those coming up. However, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.